Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? I hope that you're doing well. Today's topic is something that I wanted to talk about kind of recently. It's like something that's been on my mind, and that is the idea of masculine energy, but healthy masculine energy. So I'm going to talk about this in just like basic, like healthy, like masculine energy, like what is it at a basic level, and then like also what does it look like in relationships, what it's not, what it looks like in nature, examples like that. I also want to start off by first saying that when I say masculine energy, that doesn't equate to man, although for some people it does equate to man. And when I say feminine energy, it doesn't equate to women. For example, myself, I'm a non-binary person. I'm definitely more feminine leaning in my energy, but all of us have masculine energy in us, feminine energy, regardless of gender or anything like that. So I'm going to be speaking from the perspective of someone who is non-binary, but is a feminine leaning person in terms of like how I see healthy masculine energy and what I think it is. So if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So that's my disclaimer. All right. So healthy masculine energy, what does it look like? Let's start by first thinking about just a general sense. I think healthy masculine energy, to me, I relate it a lot to the idea of the Emperor in the tarot. So if you look at the Emperor card in the tarot, it sits on the throne, and it's number 4 in the tarot. So we think about number 4. 4 is about stability and building structures and foundations to support whatever it is that you're working on, the people in your life. 4 is about stability and building foundations so that you can therefore jump off and launch into the world, right? And it makes sense because followed by that in the trajectory of the tarot is the Hierophant, which is 5. And Hierophant is about going out into the world, about being seen in the world. It's about those structures that function within a society. So again, it's about stepping out into the world, right? So what the Emperor does is the Emperor, and again, this is my idea of healthy masculine energy, is the Emperor makes sure that the people in his life, we'll just say his for this case, feel safe, feel protected, and feel supported enough to explore themselves, to explore aspects of their identity, to explore what lights them up, their passions and stuff. So basically what the Emperor does is he creates a safe environment for them to explore that stuff. And that can be done in different ways. That could be just by encouraging you to work on your strengths, to explore your strengths. It could be in a financial aspect of like literally supporting you financially, so that you can have time to explore those things. But in a basic sense, healthy masculine energy to me is the idea of feeling safe and feeling protected. And that's what I find with the healthy, like with the masculine people in my life who make me feel good and I feel safe around them. That's what they provide for me, is that feeling of safety, and that feeling of kind of like stability in a sense. And again, we all have this aspect within ourselves too. So when I think of masculine energy within myself, I think of boundaries. And that is something that I've had to work on to heal. Because like I said, I'm more of a feminine leaning person, but masculine energy is necessary. And I've been having to learn that the past 2 years or so of kind of my life, ever since we went to the pandemic and everything. I first of all had to like accept my identity and like create space for that. And a lot of that was thanks to the masculine energy within me, actually, which is kind of funny because I was trying to branch out and explore my feminine identity, but I needed the masculine to support me in that and to give me that sense of stability and safety to say, fuck it, you're safe, you're good, you're gonna do you. And then from there, once I had that launch point, I could share myself with the world and feel comfortable. So yeah, that's kind of what I think healthy masculine energy is on a basic sense. And I want to talk about it now in the context of relationships. So if you're dealing with someone who is either a man or, because the thing is, like I said, like men does not equal masculine. A lot of men have more feminine energy, and that's okay too. That's perfectly okay. So when you're dealing with masculines, right, the role of the masculine in life, like in this 3D plane, in kind of my perspective, and again, this is masculine. It's not men. This is not the role of men. This is the role of masculines. The role of masculines, in my eye, is to, again, provide that safety, provide that protection. But it's also to kind of chase, right? So I'm talking now more in a romantic sense. The role of the masculine is kind of to chase and to pursue. And the reason is, if you think about feminine people, right? At least when I think of feminines, to me, feminines are just so like, we're just so naturally magical and like divine. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Is the reason we are so like, in my view, divine and beautiful and amazing is because we have an easier time, not always again, but feminines tend to have an easier time with like a connection to spirit and realizing that things aren't just this 3D physical world. Things aren't just money, things aren't just the brain, things aren't just logical. A lot of feminines tend to have an easier time exploring magical things, magical thinking, exploring love, opening up their hearts. So masculines tend to struggle with that, right? And so feminines are just so like naturally gorgeous, naturally beautiful. We just have this kind of grace and this kind of presence that I think is really beautiful. And it is to be admired, right? It's to be reveled in. Like we're not goddesses, so to speak, but we're imitating that. We imitate goddesses. And and feminines, people, so think about, I'm going to use a biological example, but again, you don't have to have a uterus to, like, for this to make sense, but just think about the idea of a person who gives birth, right? Let's say a mother in the sense. Think about a mother, right? And she has to carry the baby to term. Now, what a man has to do, a man has to give his sperm, whatever, but a woman's investment in birth and in carrying a child is a 9-month-long process, and then even before that, and then after that, postpartum, it is a great investment, a great biological investment. And now again, it's not to say that the man's sperm is needed. Of course it is, because you need both parts, but it's less of an investment than the woman. And so that is why, again, you think of the sperm chases the egg, right? The egg doesn't chase the sperm. That is why feminines, we're meant to be more in that receptive energy. And again, when I say feminine, masculine, it doesn't mean man or woman. It means feminine energy, masculine energy. Like I'm someone who is more in touch with my feminine energy. So I'm meant to be more receptive. At least that's the way I handle myself. And for a long time, and this is not a bad thing. It's not bad if you are doing what I'm about to describe, because we all go through processes, we're all learning, and we need to go through those stages. But for a long time, I felt like I had to chase guys, right? Because I felt like I wasn't worthy enough. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I didn't see the beauty of my feminine energy. And that is the biggest mistake you can make as a feminine, because men, not men specifically, but like, let's just say masculines, right? The job of the masculine is to pursue and to impress you. You as a feminine, like I said, you have that connection to source, that connection to spirit. It's easier for us feminines. We just, like I said, we're like goddesses. And men in essence compete for us, right? They have to compete for us because hello, do you see us? So as a woman, in my opinion, as a feminine person, anyone in that feminine energy, doesn't matter. You should never chase a masculine, never chase a man, because if there's any chasing going to go on, a lot of times you just meet someone and it's like perfect. It's you know, there's no chasing. But if anyone's going to chase anyone, it should be the masculine. Feminine people do this so much. And again, like I said, it's not feminine only just women, because I see a lot of, I'm a queer person, so I see a lot of gay men who are my friends chasing these other boys because like they feel it's something within them. They don't feel worthy enough. So they feel like they have to chase them to make them love them. And the thing is that's never going to work. You can never make someone love you, okay? You have to love yourself. It's corny, everyone says it, but it's very, very true. You have to love yourself first. And chasing you as a person, chasing a masculine, is never going to work. Because let's say, in essence, things do work out, right? When you get into the relationship, you're either going to be bored, they're probably not going to put a lot of investment into the relationship if they didn't chase you first. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was no initial investment that they did, whereas you were investing all this time and energy. No, you as a feminine, you're supposed to be blessed by their masculine energy, and then in turn you bless them with your feminine energy. But it doesn't make sense for you as a feminine to be chasing the masculine. Again, the egg does not chase the sperm. It just doesn't make sense. Another example in nature, let's think about peacocks, right? So in nature, peacocks are the male version of like so there's peahens and there's peacocks. They're the same species, right? But the peahens are the femmes, the feminines, and the masculines are the peacocks. The peacocks, the reason why peacocks are so pretty, which is kind of like different from in humans, is because it evolved out of a necessity. Their beautiful feathers and all that evolved out of necessity to impress the women, right? Because the women are the prize. The peahens, they don't got to do shit. Again, it's like feminines. We're just so like naturally gorgeous. We're so naturally pretty. We're in that connection with spirit, right? We are the ones who have to be chased and the ones to be impressed, right? So the peacocks, they evolved over time to have those beautiful feathers as a way to attract the peahens. And so peacocks, the more beautiful feathers they have, the more likely they are to be chosen by the peahen, right? So again, it's like, you as a feminine, do not think you ever have to fucking change shit about you to impress a man, okay? To impress a masculine. Because that's literally not how it works. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Similarly, if you are in a third party situation, right? Let's say in this scenario, you're a woman. It doesn't matter what your gender is, but let's say you're a woman, right? And you find this guy very attractive, very cute. Maybe you guys have gone on a couple of dates. He's seeing someone else, or like not like seeing someone else like married or dating, but he's seeing other people at the time. You find this out, and you get a little bit jealous, right? Now, the jealousy is kind of funny because the jealousy is actually coming from your masculine energy to compete, and that's within you. Even as a feminine, doesn't matter. Like I said, we all have masculine and feminine energies, but that's a masculine energy to compete because you feel like you want to win. I want to get the guy. But again, that's never going to work, because do you really want to fight over a guy with another girl, another feminine? Does it make sense? No. If anyone's going to be fighting, it should be the masculines fighting over the feminine, right? That is not the mark of a true masculine. A true masculine is not going to put you in a situation, in a third party situation like that. Okay? I promise you that's not the divine love. That's not your soulmate twin flame. That's not what it is. Okay? A true masculine, a person of their word, as a true masculine would be. That lovely, healthy masculine energy would not do that to you. And again, let's say you do chase him, and you do compete, and let's say you do get him. Really? What now? Because you were the one competing for him. So how is he going to provide for you? How is he going to make you happy? How is he going to cherish you? How is he going to treasure you when you were the one who had to fight for him? You were begging for his love. We don't do that here. And again, I don't have any judgment if you do this as a feminine, but it's just something to work on. And I mean, everyone's at different points in their journey. So again, it doesn't matter if you've done this. I've done this before. There's been so many boys, masculines, who I've tried to like I thought I could make love me. I thought I could change them. No, you just be in your feminine energy, be beautiful, be you. And then if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But it shouldn't be this uphill battle. I'm telling you, it's not like that. The universe, I'll make a video on this soon, but the universe is very simple. The feminines and the masculines, when it's right, it's right. Okay? When it's right, it's right. But it doesn't have to be this whole uphill struggle, uphill battle, I'm telling you. Just focus on you. Focus on your beautiful energy, feminines. This one's for you. And the right masculine will come if it's supposed to come. Maybe it's not for you in this lifetime. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. You won't fucking know. You'll never know. But stay grounded, stay in your energy, because I'm telling you, there's nothing worse you can do than chase a man, chase a masculine. It never ends out well. It never works out. You never get what you want in the end, even if you get him or them, because I'm telling you, it's just not how it works. Okay? So let me know if this made sense. I hope it made sense to you. See if you can get more into your feminine energy. My feminines, I love you so much. And honor that feminine side of you. And also, like I said, honor that masculine side of you too. Again, the true masculine energy that maybe you need to explore and heal is that energy of the protector, and making you feel safe enough, confident enough to explore yourself fully. So maybe that's something you need to explore as well. Okay, so I hope this made sense. I hope you liked this. And if you have any questions on the matter, want me to clarify, if it pissed you off, if you loved it, leave it in the comments below. And I hope to see you guys soon, okay? Mwah. We'll talk soon. Bye.